Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. So we're kind of making a bit of a mad dash through the game. I doubt I'll have to come back to this section to get any of the collectibles. The save file system says we're 80% of the way done. I wouldn't be surprised by the time we're done with this episode in 30 minutes if we were closer to 85% done, and even the idea of there being another hour and a half of gameplay is a little unbelievable. We're repeating a scene that we saw almost verbatim in the previous game, in which there was an undead characters that Lara Croft was sneaking around and trying to avoid. The only difference is this time they're not undead samurai on a Japanese island, or Sea of China island, but now they're in Siberia. It almost feels like, for some strange reason, they felt the need to make a non-Japanese version of the previous game.
My wounds are worse than I believed. They will not heal. Tonight I will make one last attempt to escape this frozen tomb, but I doubt I have the strength. The divine source is here, at the peak of the tallest tower, but it is beyond my reach. With the source at his disposal, the prophet's deathless ones are unstoppable, an army of wraiths and devils that can never die, a mockery of all God's creation. They are no longer human, and they will break any army that stands in their way. With every death and rebirth, they learn. They adapt. Should Trinity someday find a way to seize it for ourselves, I fear that we will do no better. Perhaps it would be best if it were to remain lost forever.
So we're getting the final bits of dialogue of many different characters that we've seen through these collectibles. It's probably been at least 6 or 7 different stories told, interwoven, and you would really have to go back and watch them in some kind of special order to know the full tale and know who said what. The game is just giving me more and more experience every time I enter a new section. Maybe it was doing that before, I just haven't noticed until this point, but it certainly seems a little fishy. We're getting some salvage things, but not really too much. I know we're gonna fight the deathless ones at some point, so I wouldn't be surprised if this will begin the final fight. But we have to kind of do this and see if there's something new to say. The only thing I suppose I could think about would be the fast travel and see if we can go purchase the grenade launcher. I suppose the question there is, how many coins do I have? Over here to the mini. I probably do have enough. So let's take this moment to fast travel to here. See if we can get the grenade launcher. I don't believe there's anything else to purchase. I doubt I'm exactly on the dime of the necessary number of Byzantine coins. If I am, that would be very strange, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least a few more we collect. but then there won't be anything to do with them after you collect them. Theoretically, I imagine you could play this game for hours after you've done the story. I have 116, I need 4 more. So it might very well be on the dime. So if I can find 4 more coins in before we are at the final point in the game, we could go get the grenade launcher and try to have some fun with that. A lot of the skills I've unlocked I've never really used. Like the death from above, the silent landing, killing people silently with a knife attack is actually an achievement that you need to do. And let's see. There's also an achievement for killing 6 people with 6 shots of this revolver. Let's see if we can pull that out. And then I just press X. I'm not sure I needed to press X to save myself. You know what really would have helped is if the game had like a crazy dinosaur or weapon. Now, for even a second, do you think it is the right move to I believe there's also an achievement for melee killing this guy. Do you think it's the right move to get a melee notification like tutorial? We need something good. There is no achievement for getting a kill with every kind of gun, but we'll do it anyways. Apparently I don't have anything new with the shotgun. Now the game did say that there was, with every death that they get smarter and maybe they respawn. If that's true, then we'll probably have some trouble pretty quick. We're in a fight section still. There's this flame which hurts me. There's a lot of... Where are these guys? There's a achievement for shooting a bottle out of the air. I doubt it would include a napalm element though. So is the music slowing down, or is it just staying the way it was? So this is the signal fires element. Alright, let's see. There we go. No signal fire there. This is a little hard to see. Yeah, now is like the worst time in the world to concern yourself with any element of having all the arrows collected and ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that there aren't any more signal fires visible from this point. I would like to actually use the shotgun for a small amount of time. But I don't know how you pull that off. Let's see. That guy's on fire. Does nothing. That guy's exploded. Doesn't do too much. Let's see. Pulling that down. I don't know what that really did. The music keeps going, but the experience is kind of dull, and it's not like we were playing on the easiest level possible. That seems like that might have been an achievement at some point. I collected everything. Everything here. And I could have just shot that. So I think I'll get all of the challenges without really having to look for it. As long as I can see them. And I think I will see them. Is there really anything here? Not a lot. And I don't know if the game just got bored with me taking too long, or if I walked into a place where next. This is a good example, I imagine, of what playing the game, not trying to get experience would be like. Just kind of running and gunning instead. Point of interest revealed. Point of interest revealed. poison arrows. Some regular arrows. So, as far as points of interest, more signal things and documents. 2 documents, 1 relic, and a challenge. So it's really the challenge alone that I have to do. Signal fires anywhere around here. They don't seem to want me to go that way. So I'll take that as a no. This doesn't swing. Interesting. I see a signal fire. There's one. There's 3 more. Maybe it would be easier just to kill them like that. Clearly I missed an opportunity there. And that just drops fire. Way down this way. There's something. And I don't think that my arrow is missing it. I just think I'm too far away. Either that or I'm just hitting whatever the thing is and it's not explosive. I just don't know if it's worth the effort to run back this direction. Suppose maybe I could have thought of this on the way and shot things. I did miss one. Alright, that's good to know because that improves my confidence that I'm doing the right thing. I don't think there's a way to get over there. Is there something way over here? Doesn't seem like it. So I think I'm good. I doubt that there's a signal fire under the ground. I wonder if these things are respawning or if I just missed those before. These deathless ones don't strike me as very difficult to kill. So if they're getting smarter every time I kill them, they may be smart enough to kill me by about the 5th or 6th time. Just keep an eye out. I suppose this was supposed to be a jump and a swing like that. And then this was supposed to be a jump and a swing like that. Which would have put me here. And I think I'm good to go. Like, there may not even be any more fighting for a while. We may simply just get into the
particularly odd. Has elements of Scythian
section.
design, but it looks like a... No, not possible.
I wonder if this is some kind of Easter egg to some other kind of game. Like, this mysterious figure doesn't really look familiar to me. Unless this is supposed to be a Dark Souls reference and this is one of the bad guys from Dark Souls, which that doesn't quite look right either. So, I don't know, unless Crystal Dynamics has some reference they're making. And the last two were there.
General, we observed something strange in the night. We are camped above the city of Kitezh as the city prepares for invasion. They still believe the attack will come from on high. They will not expect your charge from the paths on the far side of the valley. But I must tell you, on the tower at the heart of the city, something unnatural awaits us. We watched hundreds of armored soldiers ascend its heights, and then a light cracked the sky. There was a sound that froze my blood, a roaring like an army of hungry ghosts. Then the men descended again. I do not know what they keep atop that tower. We thought it a treasure, but it appears to be something else entirely.
Notice that our Mongolian has started going up again. It hasn't gone up for a very, very long time. So they locked you to make out of making any more progress until you're at the end of the story. Does that really matter at any other point in the game? Not really. This is the last thing we need to collect, so we will run out of this, and that arguably, like, we're still looking for 4 Byzantine coins, and that's it.
We have sealed the doors and barred them from entry. The riders are coming, and I must keep these people safe. Mothers with children, old men like me, those that cannot fight. I have food and water in sufficient quantities to keep us alive for the length of the attack. Should our Athanatoi fail, and the attack becomes a siege, we will die here. For that, I have enough belladonna to provide the little ones with safe passage. Pray it never comes to that.
Belladonna being a poison. I'm not sure what Athanatoi is, though. They could have either used the definition at the bottom there, or, you know, Lara could explain some of this to a secondary character. If for instance, Joseph was with us this whole time, or our friend was with us the whole time, he could be the voice of the player and go, what is it, Athanatoi? What does that mean? And then Lara Croft could sound smart explaining that, instead of being so heavily focused around action. This is, I guess, part of the Indiana Jones fallacy. The idea that the Indiana Jones is actually a smart and good archaeologist, when in all actuality he's a pretty awful archaeologist, and so is Lara Croft. She's doing a lot to damage a lot of artifacts. She doesn't wear gloves, she's not cautious, she's running around with these 100 to 1,000-year-old artifacts in her collection, possession, without doing anything special to protect them. She doesn't say anything archaeological or intelligence, nothing that really shows any history or knowledge of history. See, we have 15 salvage now from collecting all of those things. I suppose if the Deathless ones replace the Trinity people throughout the rest of the game after the story has happened, and you just can always kill more Deathless ones, and they always have a lot of salvage and hides on them, that might fill out the need to collect everything. I have 20 exotic hides, 0 bear hides. That's about the only thing I'm not at maximum. 20 technical parts out of 30. 9 out of 30 chromite ore. And there's nothing to collect anymore, so I should just be going forward. Find a way to the Lost City of Kitezh. And what should I do? Maybe jump and swing? Okay. By the way, you don't have to hit A to jump at the end of the swing. That was actually kind of amazing animation there. To see herself as a skeleton in the reflection there. Like, I haven't seen anything that smart done animation-wise or gameplay-wise in this game. And I'm surprised that they actually did that. However, I do have to point out this is yet again an example of poor little girl Lara falling down. I don't know what their obsession with her falling down is. I don't think you saw Nathan Drake or Indiana Jones
Lara,
as much as her.
They're going to break through the ice any minute.
Do you think you can stop them?
The best we can do is buy you some time. I'll see you on the other side.
There's just feet sticking out and bodies. There's still too many people in the story. They could do to kill some of them off, or frankly just not have included them in the first place. Sophia, Joseph, Anna, Constantine, the Deathless ones, the rest of the villagers. There's so much. And let's see. Now we are in the Lost City that's 0% complete. Where the world map says we're 84% complete now. There's one tomb we can see. Maybe we can make it to that. There's a cave so by the time we do the cave and the tomb, if we can do it, if the story doesn't force us to play first, we'll be done with that. There's 4 challenges, 10 relics, so it'd be nice if I found the map pretty quickly, 3 murals, 6 survival caches, and 3 coin caches, which is odd because I needed 4 coins, so 2 of those coin caches are going to probably just be for 1 coin, or I'm going to have more coins than I needed. Challenge wise, we have Vandal, destroy 0 of 8 statues, cut 5 bells, probably with the knife, burn 8 deathless banners, and then do more signal lights. That's not very imaginative at all. Well, if this is one of the statues you were supposed to destroy, that's not working. There's gonna be just too many statues to deface.
The Chamber of Souls. The Divine Source has to be there.
Was there any point where any character
Looks
or
like the way into the city center is
bit
through
of
that
information
gate.
said there was a Chamber of Souls? Or did she just make that up? Because it kind of feels like she just made that up. Let's see. Yeah, and I just don't know. There's statues here. 5 of them right here to the face. But I don't think you can do that. New base camp. One more thing.
I have failed. There will be no pardon for my sins. I have drenched my hands in blood in pursuit of the Prophet, and now there is nothing left. As the attack became a siege, the Prophet's people did the unthinkable. They turned their weapons against the glaciers and buried their own city. Mongol and the Prophet's people alike were crushed in the ice. The Khan and his warrior horde are dead. The people of Kitezh are broken and scattered. I alone survive in the frozen heart of the city, and my only companions are the deathless army of the Prophet, their eyes aflame with unholy light. Even now, they hunt the ruins for survivors.
So one assumes that he is not still alive. And Mongolian just jumped to level 2, and I believe that's the end of our language proficiency upgrades.
I don't know what I expected an immortal being to be like, but Jacob seems so human. The things he must have seen over the years, all that experience and knowledge, it's difficult to fathom. And yet, he lied to his own people for generations, all for the sake of this secret. What wonders will be unlocked with the divine source? Will humans finally understand the true nature of the soul? Or will it unlock some extraordinary new scientific discovery? One thing is certain. It's too important to allow Trinity to control.
I still haven't gotten the Huntress achievement, by the way. Am I wearing the Huntress outfit? It may have actually changed my outfit on me again. No, I'm still wearing Huntress. So we've gotten all of the equipment upgraded. We're probably as far as we'll get with the skills and the weapon upgrades. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not too much left. And we're gonna slide down into the city, and I imagine what will happen is we'll run into conflict around almost every corner. There is boar apparently right here, so maybe we'll just fight some boar. And after we get to this point, which the story may force me to just kind of run to this point, it's either going to have me go in a circle this way, but that might be an optional path, and then work my way, I imagine, this way. And this looks like this might be the end of the game. The end of the game boss battle in the previous Tomb Raider, the reboot, was this large circular area that you ran in circles, and then when you got to about this point, you fell in the center, and then you were doing this boss fight that was a new way of playing that you really hadn't done before. I wouldn't be surprised if that is very, very similar. I'm also not certain we're gonna have a 51 save spot. Oh, we will. So in the last 30 minutes, we jumped a total of 5 points, which may be the largest jump we've ever done. So next 30 minutes, another 5 points, and we're at 90%. Next 30 minutes after that, another 5, we're at 95. Next 30 minutes after that, we're at 100. It's hard to believe there's even an hour and 50 minutes, an hour and a half left of gameplay in this game, but I don't see how there isn't. Depends on, I guess, what the tomb and the crypt are like. If they're very big and they change the scale of what this area is, that would be good. If not, and they're rather small like all the other tombs, that would also make some sense too. But then maybe also I need to do the tomb here and then go turn in the quest to do all the tomb in the geothermal valley to get a few more percentage points. Oh well, we are going a little late. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.